Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to day 12 of my Carnivore Reset. Well, last night's video ended pretty abruptly, so let me fill you in on what's going on. Part of the reason why I'm getting back into carnivore properly and cleaning it up and doing that through a Carnivore Reset, removing dairy, is because my hormones seem to be out of whack. And I know that because my cycle from day 1 to day 30 is all over the place, all messed up as far as like what my emotions are doing, what my moods are doing, pain in my body, my actual menstrual time, like that week, it's just all messed up. And so seeing Bella at Steak and Butter Girl when she did the priming and removing dairy and processed meats and seeing the difference that made to her body, I'm like, oh my gosh, these are some of the things that I've been struggling with and I haven't known what to do about it. And so that was a super big motivator for me in doing this. And I get like super bad lower back pain, like down here in my hip area. And it didn't seem to be related to my cycle, but then it did, and I wasn't really sure because it would appear at a couple of different points of the month. And anyway, so I have noticed already, this is what, day 11, and I have noticed that the pain is like dramatically less, and it's less often. However, I got my menstrual cycle on day 9. So yesterday, day 10, as far as like the pain and discomfort in my abdomen was brutal. And that I was very, very unhappy about. Anyway, so I was meant to go out with a friend last night. I got home, I was cooking my second meal, and I was standing at the stovetop, and I'm like, I can barely stand at this stovetop. Like, what we were doing, the activity that we were doing was going to be incredibly active, and I'm like, I can't do this. And so I canceled. And I laid on the couch watching TV, and that was barely tolerable. I went to bed. I slept semi-okay. I've woken up. I still have that feeling in my abdomen area, though it's not as strong. I have a little bit of lower back pain. So I'll see how today goes, but I didn't eat a third meal. I felt a little bit nauseous as well, and so I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do what my body is telling me to do, and I am not going to eat that third meal. And then this morning, whilst I don't feel nauseous, I don't particularly feel like eating. My stomach still feels gross. My belly is a little bit upset. So like, number 2 wise. So I'm not gonna have electrolytes this morning. I do have a salt brick, so I might, give that a couple of licks just to get something in me, but I'm not going to drink a full packet of electrolytes. And I'm just going to have something really gentle. So let me show you what I am doing. Here I have 5 eggs. I'll show you the eggs that I buy. I get these ones from Costco. I used to get them in the 5 dozen pack, but since COVID, they don't do that anymore. So I just get it like this. I know that you can get cheaper ones, and I am on a pretty tight budget, but I like these ones, and I make things cheaper elsewhere, and so I get these. And then this is my water, which I'm trying to, it was brought up to a simmer, but it's a tiny pot, and even on the lowest setting, it was boiling. I have slightly salted the water. Okay, so these are the eggs that are going in, and I'm going to show you how I'm actually going to do this. Okay, so here you can see there's some heat coming off. I don't want it to boil, but I'm gonna add the eggs in. Okay. Yeah, and I knew that was gonna happen because I'm trying to do it while holding you guys. I'm just gonna give this a slight wiggle because I'm trying to prevent them sticking on the bottom, which they will do a little bit, and I want the whites to cook. Oops. But I don't really want the egg yolks to cook all that much, but you know, stuff's gonna happen. Okay, I'm rather impatient, so I'm just gonna like crank up the temperature a little bit. This is currently on medium, and yeah, it's gas stove. I can't cook with electric. Okay, too hot. Now, I don't care if I lose some of the whites if they're not really cooked, because whites have a decent amount of histamine in them, which I have a history of not tolerating too well. So I'm not so concerned about that. Okay, I'm gonna eat these with a spoon. That's a fork. That's a spoon. Now, all the like faux pas, the things that you shouldn't do when you're what do you call this? Poaching eggs. So poaching eggs is going to be super gentle on my stomach, which is why I chose to do it this way this morning. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I don't know if you're going to see this, but I'm going to give it a go to show you these eggs, right? Oh yeah, you can see that. Except that that's really hot water that's pouring really, really high. Okay. So I might just change the way that I am doing this. There we go. That's a little easier. Okay. Oh yeah, there's some very raw egg whites there, but that's okay because I am not going to have those. Okay, I don't want to jiggle this guy too much because I don't want the egg yolks to break. Have a slight problem. This is great. This is so great. The egg whites are not actually coming through. So I'm gonna put them back, hopefully not break anything. I don't want the egg yolks to break. Oh, look at that, I found a shell. I don't want a shell. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put them back on the stove top a little bit and see if I can get them to cook slightly so they're not gonna be properly poached eggs. Well, that's funny. Look, it gets funnier. I don't have a lid and I realize the bottoms of these things are gonna burn. So here's my lid. Okay, so here's the finished product. I'm not very happy. I've done the same method of poaching eggs for a while now, and I just took them off too early and then I tried to fix it. As you heard me say, I'm not feeling all that great. So this is what happens when I don't feel great. Cooking kind of goes a little south. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this before I go and get my hair done this morning. So looking forward to that. I will catch you all later. Hey everyone, here's my lunch that I ate at about 1 p.m. It is crispy skinned salmon in the air fryer with 2 tablespoons of butter, and it is generously salted. I had breakfast at about 8 a.m. Yeah, it's going well. Hey everyone, dropping in to say hi. I am all dressed up to go out with a friend. Super excited to do that. got a little bit fancy dressed up. Everything's going well today. Got my hair done. It has been a wonderful, relaxed morning, and yeah, looking forward to spending time with a friend and just hanging out and chilling out and having a quiet evening. Also, before I forget, please remember to be kind, like this video, and subscribe to my channel, and go check out some of my previous videos. I'd greatly appreciate your support. It's encouraging for me to stick to my goals and stay focused on my personal health journey. Thanks. And here to end the day is my super yummy dinner of a massive Costco ribeye steak with 2 tablespoons of butter. I did leave a little bit of the fat of the steak, but otherwise I enjoyed the whole thing. My stomach's feeling a whole lot more settled, and I am feeling great. I've had great energy today, and I'm looking forward to getting a really good night's sleep in and jumping head on into day 3 of my Carnivore Reset. See you then.